Unfortunately, at long last, after suffering endless different shots.
When he says endless different shots, he means like shots from like endless
like
different.
Nick.
Yeah, but didn't he say? Wasn't his whole thing that this is not about criticism? Like it has nothing to do with criticism.
Tommy, you've seen through it so easily.
I think so. He goes right. Maybe
how did you see it? It was his master plan.
Maybe it was a slip of the tongue. I don't know. So clearly, it was about criticism. Thank you for verifying that. Did you call Nick a liar when he said it was about criticism?
The Rambles channel is truly dead. I made a short message here. Viper Rambles is cancelled. For real this time. Every time I considered
I listen to him. Look at his face. Seriously. Watch his face.
He loves listening to the sound of his voice. Oh my God.
I mean, this is creepy. I bet his hand is his penis.
Short message here.
Watch him.
Viper Rambles is cancelled. For real this time. Every time I considered cancelling Rambles, I decided against it because of the comments I would read about how disappointed people were, and I didn't want to negatively impact those who helped me with the channel. However, I have now officially decided to end the channel. It no longer brings me satisfaction, and it has caused me endless headaches.
Yeah, it doesn't bring him satisfaction, but this does.
Look, I own myself before you could. Adams. Look at him.
Like every time I would say, I need to end the channel, guys. Like it's just taking up too much of my time. I'm not getting the views on it.
That's all you could say. That's all you had to say.
I don't
But you gave all these hints out there to make it seem like that really wasn't what it was about. And also it means that it's all about views. Like it was called Viper Ramble. It's supposed to be like your thoughts, your innermost thoughts. You know?
Even if you look at the fucking description to this video, he even brings into account the toxicity of the commentary scene and the strain on my mental health.
Well, then you're weak, because I guarantee you that Willie Mack, me, and Nick put up with a lot more hate than you do. None of us are as big, so we got probably triple the criticism. Everything that he does, everything that's important to him, at the end of the day, is about him, right? The whole thing with stealing videos and stuff like that, his really war against fair use, was about him. Yeah. So like, if I get rid of fair use, then I won't be able to take, I won't get criticism.
The channel in a way that is really conducive to success in the modern YouTube ecosystem. The way that I want to run a channel is, And
here's the weird thing about the modern YouTube ecosystem. One of the reasons, look, commentators aren't brave by any stretch. If they share audience with somebody, or think they will get backlash to lead to sub loss, they're not doing a commentary video. I got news for you. The only guy on earth that I know that will do it is two people. It's me, too small for a really defect, and Willie, who it isn't, and has taken sub losses for criticism of YouTubers and moved forward. I don't think he took much sub loss or anything for this latest video.
No, he's just been memed on a bit. Lunchley.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's the whole Lunchley thing.
The Lunchley thing. Yeah. And I know Willie doesn't care, but very few guys are willing to punch up. Most guys sit and they wait for their moment, right? If they don't like the guy, if they have good, I could make a good video, but I'm going to take backlash whether it's good or not. That's 90% of the time. Willie does not do that.
Obviously, my continued cancelling of the Ramble channel over the last year or so ended up creating sort of a boy cries wolf kind of situation where people didn't actually believe I would ever cancel it. People made memes about it, of course. Here's a good one, at least on the subreddit. Rambles fans are in this state constantly. Bros, we're back. It's so over. We're so back. It's over. Bros, it's over. Real this time.
Oh, here's what happened. The views aren't as good as he thought because his takes aren't that entertaining. Most of the stuff, we saw a video, he did something in the commentary to he talked about his own relationship.
Yeah.
And some, like, I call it clickbait, but it's not. Like, that was his view in the commentary community. The fact that whether he got along with girls or not. It's not. That's the way he felt. And then the views aren't there because outside of, nobody cares what he thinks. Outside of...
No, they just want to watch his GTA videos.
Stuff, which I'm sure he's a fine YouTuber. Anybody who can sit there and look like a gorilla for years on it. I know, has he stopped with the wife beater, I guess? He's putting a shirt on?
I think he is. I think his girlfriend is teaching him the ways.
Yeah, that's always happened. He's not different than that.
Put a real shirt on!
Well, that's the funny thing. Like, I always got to do what I want because I'm so glad I was married before I got this going, because if I wasn't married, I probably would end up dating somebody who was in the channel, probably would end up marrying, and then it would have changed everything and made it suck, and then it would have ended up like iDubbbz. My wife literally doesn't give a shit what I do.
It's real this time. It is gone. But even then, like I did say at the end, like maybe you'll come back one day. I'm sorry for baiting people, this many times over the years. But as I said, like I never really wanted to get rid of the channel. It was just never really justifiable to spend time on it.
Money. When YouTubers say justifiable, because by the way, I do this too. I would love to do more Glory Hunters. Love to do it. Can't do it, can't justify it. Can't justify it because time is money. That's what he's saying. It's money. It was always a money-making operation, and he probably thought he could compete with some of the criticism, but he's not that good at it. He's terrible at drama.
Ran rambles, like even before the Ramble channel, is the way that I like to do things. Just chill, having a bit of a chat about a bunch of different topics, but that's not how to do commentary in the modern ecosystem, right? I just couldn't be successful releasing videos on topics.
It's you. You know why I can't do as well as Turkey Tom? It's me. He's better than me. That's the truth. Deal with it. Like, look at Nick. Sometimes people take parts of your style and don't argue. They're better than you. Unless if you beat them, you're not better than them. It's that simple. It's that simple. You can throw it because maybe my age or stuff like that, but at the end of the day, they're doing it right. You're not.
The whole point of making this Ramble channel was for the Rambles to come out faster and be a little bit more competitive in the game of commentary.
So he could, he thought he could transfer his audience, his retarded section of his audience that's not there, that actually cares how he feels, and probably swing them at his critics. He didn't care about people stealing their videos. He cared about, like, if nobody can use fair use, they can't criticize me in an effective manner. That's what it was about.
And it just never really got there. And obviously a big...
I guarantee if Nick DiOrio started a GTA channel tomorrow, it would be fucking terrible and he couldn't compete. Like, how arrogant do you have to be? Like, I'm just gonna go into this new field, this new area where I'm not liked, and I'm gonna make these videos. I saw people do this to Keemstar when he was on top of the drama. The only guy that ever competed with him was Scarce. And Scarce did it a couple ways. A, he was known because he was a FaZe Clan, and the other way is people wanted an alternative to Keemstar's abrasiveness. And Scarce is not abrasive at all.
Big reason for that is I just didn't spend a lot of time on it. My main focus has always been my main channel, and I could never really get into the flow of doing commentary without it negatively impacting my main channel.
Rip my guy Viper rambles to Viper dead.
Yeah, it's sad. The channel never really made money. Like at one point I said it lost me $100 a day, but that's probably an exaggeration because it depends on the month. Like it probably broke even over the course of the year or something, but it wasn't a huge moneymaker, and the views relative to the main channel weren't that significant. Like I averaged—
That's you. Nobody wanted to hear what you had to say. That's you. That's 100% you. Nobody wanted to hear what you had to say on topics. And if you went to the Viper Rambles channel and you saw the headline, it was usually about him. No matter what the topic was, it was about him and his personal feelings. Sometimes it had nothing to do with the headline at all. It was funny. It was fodder for us.
10 million views on the main channel every month. These are long form video views. And on the Rambles channel, it was like less than 1 million. I very rarely scraped 1 million. I only had two choices. One, put even more time into the Rambles channel. Wade into the cesspool of toxicity that
I think you made the right decision. Absolutely the right decision. You are not cut out for it. You're not that interesting. The person that is you is not that appealing. The person that is a host of a GTA channel and somebody who's good at it and breaks records and streams live is very interesting. It's niche, but it's interesting. You know, like commentaries for people, really, commentary is a place where we want to be YouTube. They want to know about the news of YouTube. That's really what it is at the end of the day. It's YouTube news.
Or just like, stop doing that, because it's not satisfying. It just gives me endless headaches, right? Like I find so much more satisfaction with the stuff I do on the main channel that I just don't know why I'm struggling, fighting to try to keep the Rambles channel alive.
It's you. You suck. That's it. You suck. You suck at this. Just like I would suck at GTA. You suck. You're not as important. You're not as talented, and you're not as interesting as you think you are. That's really what it comes down to. You're not cut out. Hey, listen, I'm not cut out to do although there is a lot of guys doing BreadTube that are completely not cut out to do that. But I think that whole thing with like BreadTube is like, I'm an idiot that lives with my parents and was told smart by my mother, even though I don't have anything to back that up. Here's my view on good government. You know, that's like the whole allure. But no one wants your takes.
Maybe it was a mistake to make the Rambles channel at all. I should have stuck with what I was good at, which was, having that podcasty format where I just rambled while playing games. Because as you guys know, on the main channel, they used to get like 50 to 60,000 views. But I was just not really in a position to do that anymore because I wasn't speedrunning. I wasn't doing no damage. So I didn't have like hours of time where I was just talking about whatever. Now if I'm doing something, I'm streaming something specific and I need to focus on the game. I don't have some consistent series that I'm doing every week where I have a lot of downtime just to ramble while playing a game. Don't delete the channel? I won't delete the channel, I don't think. We'll see what happens in the future, because obviously with every passing month, everything on the
I need the historical record of you actually being really good with women and nobody understanding how it, and that was apparently a wrap on the commentary community.
Channel becomes less relevant. As sad as it is to say, everything you say now is far more of a lie.
My take on Mr. Beast, and he starts talking about himself. You know, it's so funny.
Ability than it was in years past. There is just a lot more money now in lying and spreading bullshit and flinging out stuff as fast as possible than there ever was in the past. The environment of toxicity in—
When was the last time Nick made a full drama video? He's taking stream clips. They're stream clips.
Yeah, just
maybe you should have done stream. Maybe you should have done it during your streams. You ever think of that?
in the commentary community is insane right now. A part of that may be because it's so hyper competitive. There were just so many people yapping about everything because it's the easiest sort of content you can make. It's the reason why it was my side.
Right about that. It is easy.
Project for a while because it was the thing that I could spend as—
But the high-end stuff, like anything, is hard. Spitting out content and stuff, like, you could talk about something like, I could clip this. As far as like, but what was his videos? He was doing basically a Charlie or a Mudahar thing. Hey Tommy, long time listener, for nice. I just wanted to know if you couldn't tell my speech. What did he say? My speech impediment.
Impediment,
yeah.
But I'm retarded.
Yeah, I was well aware.
As little time on as possible and still get out some videos, you know? Plus, at least in years past, I cared more about showing my opinion on things. But since coming to realize that—
nobody cares about your opinion.
I could say fucking anything and people would still believe me. I don't think in this current ecosystem, truth matters at all. I've had people literally release videos, like 40 plus minutes long. They're entirely false from start to finish, and no one fucking cares. I mean, these videos are about me specifically. And I look at this and go, what is the commentary community on YouTube now? It is just a bunch of con artists throwing out videos as fast as possible that are not factual at all, because they don't care what's true. They just want to get the video out as fast as possible. Wow. And it's not an ecosystem I really want to be in. My rambles in the past on my main channel, I wasn't really in that ecosystem.
Well, here's the thing. If any of that was mildly true, first of all, you'd have other commentators coming to your rescue, right? Because it is as competitive as you say it is. And the other thing is, here's the best thing about showing somebody there's a liar, they're a liar. You only have to do one or two. That's right. For it to have an impact, you only have to do one or two. And if it's the entire crux, the entire narrative of the video, you win. Now, he's going to go on to say something to the effect of, I don't have time to do it. You definitely have time to say this one thing is completely false. You totally have time.
No, they're just lying.
Yeah, you're lying, and here are the receipts, and here's why. But here's the thing, you know they're not lying. And you're lying to your audience. You know everything in there. You have never had a decent response to any of this other than you're a liar and I'm bigger than you. And that's a fact. That is an objectable truth. You're a liar, and that's it. That's where it says you're a liar. Not you're a liar, and here's the evidence. You're a liar, and I have more subs than you. That's it. That's not an argument. And that's what commentary is really about. It's about bickering.
Because I was releasing videos like a month after things happened or whatever. But I don't want to do what is—
How hard was his fucking videos? It's like, these are all fucking jump cuts.
Issue.
They're all jump cuts. Yeah. I could do this, and I can't make a video like John Swan or Nick with all this shit going on. I can't. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I don't care. One of the reasons I was attracted to YouTube is because it was lo-fi. I like low effort content. I like radio. That's why I was attracted to it.
Required to win in that space. It's just gross. Like, I don't know how people can justify themselves making that kind of content. I don't know how people can justify watching that kind of content.
You're a bad person. You're deplorable.
I suspect most people just don't realize how much of what they're consuming from these con artists is utter bullshit.
Oh yeah, and you have the chance with this channel because it got decent. Like, he got like 10,000 a video, so that's more than a lot of regular commentators get. All he had to do was debunk one thing out of the 14 pages. One thing. He never was able to do it. When he's pressed, he says, "I don't have the time to do it all." You don't have to. You did one or two, maybe three.
It's too much effort, Tommy.
It's too much effort. He's losing money. How about this? You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. They got you, and you don't have a response because there isn't a response that would make you even look more ridiculous than you do every day.
I suppose a lot of this sentiment I express as I go on here. This business has worn me down. The negativity, the lies about me personally from those who felt threatened by my words or actions. It's not even the lies themselves.
Oh, he is rock hard. He is rock hard right now. Look at that face.
I got news for you. You are the most unthreatening person that I've ever come across. There is nothing fearful about you in your words, in your appearance, in your presence, in your personality. There is nothing I think of less than something that even approaches intimidation. Like, it's the furthest thing from the truth. And this is one of these guys I was like, that was told they're smart by their mom. Well, what would they say? Oh, I'm not getting along with anybody at school. They're just intimidated by how bright you are. You're gonna suffer through this your whole life. You're a moron. And you're a social retard.
But how effortlessly people seem to believe them. These last 2.5 years have been really tough on my mental.
Believe them. Like the time Willie Mack said this thing about me. White Tom Dark said that about me. And that took me down because it's clearly not true. And I can't break through with this channel. No, you never did any of that. It's 100% true. And people are going to continue to make videos on you because I don't think he's been able to keep it to himself. So he's come up with an elaborate lie to satisfy what little audience gave a fuck about what he thought. And the truth is, that's the real hard part. Nobody cares what you think. Sorry. And that is entire crux of the commentary. And there are commentators out there, like, I can't understand why anybody would care what they think because they talk about things they have no experience in. And they're unbelievably preachy, grandstanders, have no life experience. And you, in your 30s, couldn't even debunk one of their lies. Not one. Somebody must have told at least one lie about you. Like somebody, like even by mistake even.
And my perception of people in general has never been lower.
Oh, the world's falling apart. Things have changed.
I think I would have benefited if I didn't have the Rambles channel. It would have given me time to more directly combat the false things that were said about me from con artists like Willie Mack Show and Tom Dark. These people who just lied to thousands of people for money, and I just didn't have time to respond. And
They're lying, but I can't comment on anything.
Why? It's no you. His entire argument
it's too much effort.
His entire argument is one of a 3-year-old. Because that's what when I caught my son doing it. No you. That's all he could come up with. No you.
I feel like it would have been better for my mental health to have shown that these guys are
Well, if this is bad for your mental health, you shouldn't do it. And if it's bad for your mental health, you're too weak. You're a weak personality.
I think now, without the Ramble channel, I will be better able to combat this stuff in the future. Maybe I'll have time now to
Maybe he's going to do it right here. Bring it.
Maybe.
Bring it. He'll end up tearing his channel down. Because he'll take a swing at somebody, it'll be completely off base, and the experienced person will swing back, and he'll get crushed. A live debate, stream, any of the stuff that normal commentators do, like, obliterated.
Oh yeah,
memed on hard, like not memed on in a good way.
You know, it'd be like Charlie and Sneeko, but with there being a clear winning side.
Yeah.
If I can catch up on all the work I have to do, maybe, right? I just think without this burden,
that just tells me he's gonna bring it to his main channel when he feels like it, and he's like probably thinking like
it's like a threat.
Well, he thinks the numbers will stay the same if he does Viper Rambles on the main channel. Yeah, it's like a threat, but his threat's going nowhere because it's going to divide his audience that showed up for the GTA stuff, right? Yeah. But he thinks, you know, I get my couple, those 100,000 people, they're just going to descend on Nick, and Nick's going to be like, stop, Viper. I'm going to stop lying. I promise. No, it's not going to, that is not going to happen.
Of trying to save this channel that is just not good for the current YouTube ecosystem, at least good in the sense of being competitive, I'll be more free and better off. I also won't have the liability of people being able to take random clips and then lie about what I'm saying in them. Am I going to keep just streaming the Rambles though? I mean, I'll be doing GTA Rambles, which you can see here.
That's where he's going to sneak it in. That's where he's going to sneak it in. So nothing's changed. He's just not uploading to a particular channel on the internet. That's nothing. So bring it. And I think I'm going to take a wild swing here. His arguments are going to continue to be the same. No, they're going to be toddler arguments. You know, from a guy that's emotionally about 12. We're going to see similar arguments.
And I'll just yap about stuff on occasion. But the thing you got to understand is it takes so long for my footage to be edited these days that it'll be like 6 months or something before they get edited. So
he'll mention something that something happened. Oh, I see what he means, because I imagine the GTA content is kind of highly
that
edited.
can probably take a while. Yeah.
Check that.
Watch one of his videos.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested.
Can you beat GTA 5? Can you beat Red Dead Redemption 2
No,
without
he still has
complaining?
the white
I'm on a
beaters,
quest to find out, despite once being the biggest hater of the game on the planet. I just finished chapter 5.
It was 8 months ago before he had the girlfriend.
8 days ago.
Yeah, well, no, that's when it was uploaded. It took 8 months to
there you go.
Film.
Yeah.
It's a film.
So got off that terrible island and met up back with my gang. Unfortunately, Dutch is going crazy, Arthur has a disease, and we're still trying to get John out of prison. Things are looking grim. Let's see where this goes. I got some bad news, chat. So I lost my journal when I went to the islands, so I haven't read the journal for like an entire chapter. So this will take a while to read. Seems those of us who thought Angelo Bronte was a lizard in a suit was right. Bastards sent us into a trap in town, told us to rob a trolley station, no money, but the entire police force waiting for us. Dutch nearly died, and that would have
I could imagine this takes some time just by the sheer length of it, but the editing is not that sophisticated. The editing is not sophisticated.
He does live stream this.
You could edit something like this in a couple days. And I'm strictly going by length. So these are from live streams? Is there anything else in there? Let's go to his most popular stuff. 8 million 2 years ago.
Hello and welcome to what is hopefully my final attempt at completing GTA 5 without taking any damage. I have a max HP of 1, so any damage from any source...
It's tedious. I bet if he's doing some type of challenge, that probably takes more time. Now, it's 4 or 5 hours. How many hours has he got on here? Hold on a second. He squeezes it. All right, 9 hours. Going through 9 hours of footage is going to take you a week or two. Even if but I mean, this is not sophisticated editing at all. Was he going to have the exact right cut? Did you recut it or something like that? It's a stream. It's a long stream. That's a long time to be on. So yeah, this going through that shit, watching it over, that's got to be tedious. And the kind of money he makes, I'd hire somebody. If he doesn't already, we can find out that's true. Back to the moron.
So even if there was ramble...
That's not true, I'm not a moron. You're such a liar.
Some other footage, like, it's never going to be worth bringing out. And to be clear, I'm not putting this on the editors of the Ramble channel, right? A part of it is me. Like some new hot button topic will happen or something, and people should be doing commentary on it immediately. And I'll be sitting there like editing and doing my GTA stuff. And I'm...
Wait a minute, is he editing or are they editing?
I think he's got editors because he said there.
He said editors.
Editors of the Vipers, as in plural. So
that's
I think he's got.
That we're talking about an upload.
Yeah, that cuts the time significantly as long as they're monitoring it and like taking notes of.
Well, you're getting 10, 15, 12 hours of footage. That's going to take you more than a couple days. You get more than an hour.
Oh yeah, no. But it's not going to be. Yeah, but it's not going to be.
I mean, the editing.
The length of if he was just doing it himself.
Yeah. And then by the time it's edited, it's the thing's like a week old or whatever. It just was never my main priority, so I could never have expected it to be particularly successful.
Why then do what everybody else is doing? Go on around. I mean, all you're doing is jump cuts here. I mean, this right here took no time at all.
My ultimate hope was just for the Rambles to end up as successful as they were on the main channel, but from all my testing, I could release a Ramble on the side channel and the main channel, and the main channel one would get like double the views.
Bingo, I'm right. And he doesn't understand that. So he probably moved it to another channel in 2019 because people are like, I don't give a shit how you feel about fucking politics. And I said, okay, I'll split it. and he probably thought it'd be just the same. See, this is how delusional he is. He honestly believes that he's special and that it's not GTA. It's him.
So like, it is always an option for me now just to go back to being the Rambles on the main channel. But for all the reasons I discussed before, I just don't really want to. I just don't like the commentary community on YouTube anymore. It's just gotten more and more gross. And you've likely seen the toxicity increase in your own experiences online. YouTube was not like this, like 3 years ago.
It's fucking 10 times worse. It just, are you kidding me? Like if you go back to the Drama Alert days, 2015, 2016, you don't lose your channel anymore when you say anything stupid. It used to be a guarantee. Remember the who put this name in here is over party and you can watch the damn subs go down one at a time? It's a much easier environment for creators, especially since most of the kids went to TikTok because they're the most brutal.
Even 5 years ago, I would rather just put more time into the more wholesome shit that I do GTA wise.
What's wholesome?
And if I want to do...
What's wholesome about running around pretending you're a gangster and slaughtering cops?
It's so wholesome, so peaceful.
It's like a fucking mature game.
Commentary. I'll do some script.
It's so wholesome.
Imagine how he sees himself. That's kind of what I'm trying to get across to everybody. This guy's crazy. Imagine seeing yourself this way. It'd be interesting if he passed a lie detector test, because then he believes this shit.
Thing.
Have you ever jacked off listening to the sound of your own voice?
No, but I have this habit of rubbing my thigh.
Particularly important to me, you know? Just don't think I can handle the channel mentally anymore, especially given that every attempt I've made to change things to sustain it has been met with endless whining from a vocal minority. I don't really understand why some people saw me saying that I'm thinking about cancelling the channel as a call to mindlessly hate on everything I do or have ever done, but well done I guess. Keeping this channel just means my Reddit is flooded with negative posts about every title, image and thumbnail. It simply isn't worth dealing with anymore.
You're right.
It was honestly disturbing. Going to my Reddit, like of a week,
everything's a crime.
Looking at the some post, like let's go now. It'd be like this. Okay, but seriously, dude needs to fire whoever is doing his thumbnails now. This shit looks like a Mr. Boss for the win type thumbnail. The same dude has been doing.
That's the most ignorable fucking headline you've ever seen. You can't ignore that. You can't ignore that. He's really weak. What a weak person.
My main channel thumbnails for over 2 years. Nothing has changed. And I'll read all these comments here, and it won't be about the thumbnails anymore. It'll be like a minute dissection of my entire being, of how DarkViperAU's money hungry, and he only cares about the algorithm, and he's...
There's another very ignorable comment. I'm a YouTuber. Of course you care about the algorithm. So you're paying your bills. So you ignore those.
Changed, bro. And it's
as little money as I make, I get those money criticisms. Oh, Tommy's only doing it for money. Yep. I gotta pay my bills.
Feed your family.
And then if I start doing something that's more up their alley, I start making less money. Yeah, then you're not doing your job as a fucking provider.
I haven't seen one of his videos in 3 years, but I'm super confident the editing right now is garbage. I'm reading this and going, this is nuts. This is absolutely insane.
Who cares?
This is not constructive like criticism. It is just mindlessly hating on. And it's so strange. Like, these are the same people who are like, I really don't want the Ramble channel to go away. But by the way, I hate literally everything DarkViperAU does, and he's a piece of shit. It's like, I'm going to all this.
You wouldn't have lasted on the lockout a week.
No.
And I'll change something to make it more sustainable. And all my Reddit will do is just complain about that thing incessantly. It'll have changed yesterday. And it was like 57 posts.
You knew?
Complaining about that thing. And it's just like, I fought for the Rambles channel, guys. I did all that I could. And you just fought as hard as possible to convince me to kill him.
He's not the type of YouTuber that uses his own fans for content. I can get away with that, right? I got to sacrifice a few fans to get to show dopey they are. But I'm not looking at like, oh, I hate this guy. I'm like this is funny what he's saying here, right? And my audience will find how funny he is. You know,
like obviously it's not just Reddit, guys. The channel didn't make a heap of money. The biggest contributing factors to why I'm getting rid of it is that it just takes up time that I don't really have to spend on it. I've got more of a life with Aitana now. We go places. The main channel, especially with shorts, takes up more of my time. Because I
can't wait she takes all his money. I'm looking forward to that. He's stupid enough to broadcast it. When that relationship goes south, I hope he marries her.
The existence of shorts as a main channel thing, that as an additional distraction and a use of my time, would have meant that I wouldn't have thought I could sustain another channel. But obviously, the Ramble channel came before shorts, and I had more free time back then, and I just don't have it now. But it's very clear, if the channel was way more successful, that I would just make time.
It's about money. I don't even think that's like a ridiculous thing to say, but he likes to push himself as somebody who, these are important and stuff. Yeah, you'd make time, of course, because then you become a commentator, but you're not.
From some other things I do and give it more to the Ramble channel. There's a certain level of success that is necessary for me to consider it to be worth my time, and the Ramble channel just didn't have that at this stage. I will continue to cover GTA news on the main channel, and I may start some sort of weekly AMA where people—
That's another thing, why does he give a fuck? Because GTA 6 is coming out. You're gonna get a year's worth of fucking news. Was it 6 or 7? I forget where we're at now.